All right, people, welcome back to the channel. Of course, on a know say, me start the feature that girl Shelly-Ann, On a know thing going on. Yeah, man. And we will continue with this because Shelly revealed some stuff. Shelly finally break her silence with what these people deal with Shelly at France, And that more for me couldn't know, You see me? But we're in the sixth episode of that girl Shelly-Ann. Yo, me I tell you, say series nice enough, folks. Yeah, man. So let's get right into it. Of course, Shelly-Ann make big waves like the ocean, Shelly made the Marie Claire magazine. Yeah? The women in sports and them draft Shelly-Ann Fraser Prize. Them come at Jamaica and them have a sit down with the legendary Mommy Rocket. Hey, Shelly, you come out in another video that shoot there, Shelly. Yo, Shelly, you come out in another video, Shelly. Yeah, man. You come out big, bad, and brave, Shelly. You see me, I say? Yeah, man. Big up yourself, anyways. So it was a good thing to see, Shelly made this magazine. And Clear posted that the 8-time Olympic medalist and 5-time 100-meter world champion has been one to catch for nearly 2 decades. At 38, she's one of the biggest names to ever come out of Jamaica, a country that prides itself on its track and field stars. Definitely. So, last month, in the month of June, they had a sit down. Shelly qualified for the World Athletics Championship, and that was a big thing. You see me? She'll compete in September. And a race that, of course, she announced that it's gonna be her last time. Seeing? And they spoke to Shelly about what's driving, the star sprinter feels deeper this time around. It's not accolades or fame she's chasing. She's already got that. This lap is for something more important, herself. So Shelly make gonna know, say, yo, been there, done that, So this is about my time. This is about getting my thing out there. Isn't it? This is about her last lap. And it is more like a victory lap for Shelly. And Shelly talk about some stuff in this magazine feature. I mean, I tell her, say, yo, Shelly, picture them bossy, be. Yo! Yeah, man, them look good. Man, I lie. Big up the camera person, the photographer. Yeah, man, them go on good. Seeing? So me I go make you hear what go on in the whole thing and put up Shelly on the screen. They see it there, that are the magazine cover. Yeah, man, that are the magazine cover. That girl Shelly-Ann, see it there? Shelly said, I want my legacy to be the totality of who I am, the mom, the athlete, the entrepreneur, the philanthropist. I want it to be about the impact that I've had on and off the track. See it there? A picture the boss it too. Yeah, man. She continued by saying, I'm a kind of athlete that's always going to come back harder the next time. So you see what happening in Paris? Shelly, I make her know say she gonna come back harder, so watch out. You see all who write her off? Yeah, man. Erin Brown, you write off Shelly. But watch this. Watch September. Shelly will come back hard. You get to me I say? Go harder, go home, Shelly saying, I want Shelly up on the plane, I tell her this. Anyways, we get into the article because that me think important. So the Olympic medalist and world track champion has been the one to catch for nearly 2 decades after withdrawing unexpectedly from the Paris Olympics in 2024. In what was supposed to be her last race, the star sprinter has emerged for one last season. And to explain what really happened, a lot of people did want to know what go on. I'm telling you, say Shelly did injure, but sometimes I say things fly over on her head, but you are going now. You are going now. Shelly, I got tell you no. She basically a break her silence. See? So a physical therapist wearing all black is focused on the right hamstring. Her hands need the muscle thumbs pressing in the skin with both force and care. She works her way down to the calf, then the Achilles, outside of the loud thumb of Monday afternoon traffic in Jamaica Central Kingston, but inside the back room of the unassuming space, the energy is quiet, focused. You see me? Because guess what? I Shelly them a work on, so I know that going on. She a prepare for our last run. Big up to Giga, big up to Zion same way, You see me I say? So this is what Shelly said. Shelly pretty much is saying, people, I'm not saying it is easy, Or you what the writer say first. If it sounds like a comeback or a do-over to Fraser Price, it's none of those things. She's a competitor with more in the tank. I love where I'm at in this journey. She says, sitting up after finishing her physical therapy, I am not going to say it's easy because it's not. You're going to have challenges. But when I look in the mirror, I see strong. I see fearless woman who's about to do the impossible. That Shelly I met them know. Do not write off Shelly. All of the people them who believe say them write off Shelly. You what Shelly said, there's no success without hard work. Even if you have talent. I realized that if I worked hard, stayed committed and passionate, then I could really go places. And that's what she has done over the years. And I think that is one of her driving realities, to ensure that she's pushed. And yes, may I say, um, Shelly just a generational talent. She's just an inspiration. And I think Shelly is a big, big, big inspiration to many of these young athletes, many people across the world. That girl, Shelly-Ann. And Shelly said, being from an inner city, I don't like taking stuff from people because you take things and they require something of you. But her intentions were pure. She'd call and make sure everything was okay. She saw what I could be from the beginning. Seeing? And she had talked about Gian Coke. Big up to Gian Coke or Jean Coke, whatever way them pronounce it. You see me? So Shelly, I'm gonna know say, yo, yeah, you can go on some things, but you have to be careful, especially. You see me? I say. But big up to Shelly. Of course, Shelly big in the philanthropist with our Pocket Rocket Foundation and all of these things. Shelly just is just amazing. I'm wanting to go read the article, because I now go through everything. marieclear.com. You can go over there so go read the article, people. All of those years I'd walk the street at 6 o'clock in the morning after with my head low, she says. Sometimes I didn't have any breakfast. I was always quiet. That day I stood on the same street with my head high alongside my son, my husband, and the whole family. That when them, put up the sign for, Shelly and Fraser Price Drive. You see me? This isn't the first time she has been honored by the island where track and field is third of unity in the fabric of its culture. Just 4 months ago, Shelly-Ann Fraser Price was awarded the key to the city of Kingston, which she celebrated by making a 50,000 donation to her high school, which is Wilma's. See? So that's not new to Shelly. I know what it feels like to have the dream but lack the resources, Shelly said. You see me? Today, the foundation has provided nearly 100 academic scholarships to students across dozens of high schools in Jamaica. That is a big deal. And some of these athletes even end up compete with Shelly on the same team. And that is a big deal. That is a big deal. You get what I say, people? A big deal, that man. Yeah, man. Now, Olympics. Me know that to come for year now. After pulling out of last year's game, Shelly-Ann Fraser Price didn't provide much context. There were headlines about an injury, but that didn't seem exactly right. Last year was very hard for me mentally and physically, she says. I've always done it for the flag and showed up to do it for my country. But what happened in Paris was a me decision. All right. As she tells it, after cruising through the 100-meter heats in 10:92 seconds, she was basking in what she called the final Olympic feeling. She added, I felt good. I was ready to let it all go, no fear. But when she arrived at the gate at the started annex for the next run, the same gate she had entered the day before, she was denied access. On hear this? Remember, we showed the video to people. She was denied access. They tell me the gate is closed, and I'm like, well, the track is like right there, and I used the gate yesterday. They tell me that they made a decision to not use the gate that morning. For a run of every second, every inch matters, and Shelly didn't want to expend extra energy to walk the longer distance to another gate while carrying a heavy bag. She waited for at least 30 minutes, allowing the crew manning the entrance to make some calls, thinking eventually she'd be let in. It wasn't like there was 100 people trying to go through the gate. She says walking to another entrance meant going by pedestrians and other attendees walking. During that time, a bus of athletes arrived from the Olympic Village, and she says that more eyes on her made her feel humiliated. With every passing moment, she was making a conscious effort not to get worked up or upset. News outlets and ultimately report on this, and video surfaced on social media that showed her in a heated discussion with the stadium employee. She would never be let in, and eventually she walks to an alternate entrance and begins her warm up. There's a rhythm to her routine, and traditionally, Fraser Price gets to the track 3 hours before competing, so she has time to get into a calm headspace, listen to her gospel music, and then begin her warm ups. Because of the issue at the gate, she loses an hour. That is diabolic. Things are off. She can't feel it. During her final 2 reps on the track, she can sense her body shutting down as painful muscle cramps wreak havoc in her legs, only rivaling the uneasy feeling in her gut. Her mind is racing. She couldn't go out on the track and blow it. She didn't come this far to plummet like this. Her final Olympics race could end up this way. I was probably having a panic attack, she says. I felt I could see it in front of me and it was ripped out of my hands. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. I love rising to the occasion. I wanted to do it for my country, but I had to ask, was it right for me? So that Shelly really asks, she do it for her after them pain that she feel after not go through her, own rudiments of her warm up and getting herself ready. You see me I say? And so, as the public watched an Olympic semi-final with an empty center lane where Fraser Price should have been, she was making her way back to her family distraught. Upon arriving back to the Airbnb, her son saw her and asked, Mommy, why didn't you run? The warrior dissolved into tears. In the days, weeks, and months that followed, Fraser Price went nowhere near a track. Instead, the morning after the exit, Fraser Price was on a flight to New York to spend time off the grid with her family near Canarsie, Brooklyn. She did the normal touristy things, museum, Legoland, going to restaurants, etc. Shelly said she felt broken and she have a big up Jigga because Jigga support gave her legs. You see me? I say, you have a big up Jigga, Yeah, man. So it is one of those things, doing, people. And we have to burn out them people, You can't change a thing and nobody know. Who inside of the camp did for know that? So for tell the athlete them who are going to be competed on that day. You see me? I say, yo, this is hurt. This is hurtful, people. This is hurtful. Very, very hurtful. And me I tell her, me I go stop here, so because this cannot right. Somebody should be answering these questions. Somebody should have had the information so that when the changes were made, the athletes would have known of this information. Joke thing this year, man. But like Shelly say, when she come back, what she say? She'll come back harder next time. And we appreciate that, Shelly. You're going to do this for the last time. You met the team, and we're glad to say you met the team. Hope to see you in Tokyo doing great things. And all who believe you can do it, may I put all of the stocks you getting on that podium. Yeah, man, easily. Easily. Big up yourself. People, want to think about this. Until next time, episode 6, That Girl Shelly-Ann. Peace.